Right. What's going on? We're here mourning the loss of our dear friend football. We hyped up the Super Bowl like it was going to be more exciting than the American Revolution.
Trash.
We hyped it up like it was going to be more exciting than the American Revolution, but it turned out to be less exciting than a public laundromat. Luckily, there's basketball movement for us here at the Daily Dividends podcast, brought to you by PredictionStrike.com.
Bron.
Buy it.
Yeah, that was fire.
That might have been your best one yet.
Really? Because it got
That
real,
was actually your best one.
Mm-hmm.
it got real sloppy at the end, but
It's okay. I tried my best to be offset it, but you know you're working pretty fast.
Yeah.
Mama.
all right. So we're here. I was trying to come in like less hot. I'm way too hot right now.
You
so
came in hotter than you've ever come in
Bro,
before.
you came in pretty hot, my guy.
my bad, because I came in hot for the Super Bowl, and look what happened. Okay, so the huge portfolios first.
I think we really gotta just formally address how fucking disgusting that Super Bowl was.
Oh, yeah, my bad.
Yeah. I mean, I was waiting the entire game for something to happen.
That shit was so trash.
And it really is true. The Patriots have a play that they literally just call third down. They call it third and Jules for Julian Edelman.
Yeah,
I don't understand how this
literally,
dude
it's
is open
ridiculous.
every single third down.
It's literally ridiculous. But I did not appreciate all the fucking talk about how great he is, Hall of Famer, da just because he got the MVP, da. People were literally talking about him in the same breath as Megatron. I'm like, yo,
Wow.
put him in the same breath as fucking Jordy Nelson, boy.
There's so many wide receivers who have not made the Hall of Fame and probably won't. Guys like Torrey Holt, who's still waiting another year to get in. Yeah, he's great, but he's not Hall of Fame.
Well, I mean,
No, not even close.
yeah, no, super dependable. No, I heard lots of the talk, and pretty much what it comes down to is like if you look at his career stats, first of all, you're just gonna throw the argument away. So the argument is pretty ridiculous to even try to have. But third down wise, yeah, killing it, and just being he's probably one of the best sidekicks, I guess.
I think it's clear that the real winner here and the real brains behind the operation is Belichick.
Yeah.
It's fucking Belichick. It's not Brady.
Clearly.
It's Belichick. It's clearly Belichick. The way that defense has played the last 3 games, the way the offense always fucking just demolishes every defense to go. Dude, it's fucking Belichick. Look at the game Brady had. 0 touchdowns, what? An interception, what? Maybe 200 yards?
They said they played a 6-2 zone against the Rams that the Rams had never seen all season long. How do you go into the Super Bowl and just throw out a completely different defensive scheme that you haven't done all year?
You know what they also did? You know how all season they talk about how Goff is a baby and can't call his own plays. So they would literally have an androgynous formation up until the Goff's headset cut out, and then they get in their formation. So it'd be up to Goff, not
Sneak attack.
McVay, to figure out what they're gonna do.
That's
and he
what-
fucked it up every single time.
That's what the Saints are trying to do to him too, where they were trying to get the crowd noise up until 15 minutes before the play
Yeah,
clock.
they also pump fake noise into their stadium,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
no.
feel like that
and they
should-
allow their fans to bring whistles.
Yeah, Goff was clear, from the start. You could tell from that first throw. You could tell
he was
Goff,
shook.
Yeah, Goff was not really about
that boy
it.
was pee-peeing in his pants all game.
Goff might as well have had sleeves on or something during the game.
Sleeves and gloves.
Yeah, that's always a sign of not being about it.
And 2 play calls on both forearms.
And a towel in the back or something. No,
He's got the fanny pack on both sides,
Yeah.
one in front, one end in the back.
And a hand warmer for both sides, literally.
yeah, it's you're not
Indoors. Idiot.
What the hell is wrong with Todd Gurley? Are we gonna find out in a week that he tore his MCL and played through it? What is going on?
I think it was McVay because C.J. Anderson had a bad 2 games also. Besides that first game he blew up, the last 2 games he had, I had him on projection straight. I'm telling you. We're trash. He didn't even get it. His projection was fucking 6 points. He didn't get it twice.
He went back to
Here's another one.
LeGarrette Blount too.
Like that status.
I didn't bring him into this.
You're right, I did.
Yeah.
But I'm just thinking about like that one like running back that has that one blow up game, and you're like, oh, he's gonna get all the carries right now, and then
Here's another one.
The-
LeGarrette Blount.
The thing
too.
is, he was getting the carries, and fucking Gurley was literally not doing anything. But still, it had to be McVay. He wasn't calling the plays.
But there was another, like they said, I think it was in like the late, it was either the late second quarter or the early third quarter, where at that point Todd Gurley only had one carry and he had only played in 5 snaps. And when he actually got on the field in the second half, he looked good. He was getting like these big, like 6-7 yard chunk plays. Just why wasn't he out there?
I think another thing that would
Bless you.
Thank you.
another thing that was going on was that was kind of overlooked. I felt was the Rams' offensive line is they were never highly touted to begin with.
They had like
And-
one guy, right?
Yeah, and like they have like they got a couple of names, but a lot of them are older. A lot
Yeah.
of them, they're not like the top. They're no one's like top priority, whatever. So and they were just completely dominated because, like you guys said, the Patriots are running 6 defensive linemen to begin with, and on top of that,
Which is crazy in itself.
Yeah, and on top of
that
that,
you
they
even
were-
have 6 defensive linemen that you can have on the field.
and they were just bodying the offensive linemen to begin with. So it's like, I don't know, their whole line of scrimmage thing was just compromised. No run game started, nothing.
Belichick has this thing where like the few times he ever does say anything and get cocky, he always says that he has trust in his guys and his depth on the 100th play. So they just bear you down. They bear you down. They bear you down. And then all of a sudden, on like your 100th snap of the game, Rex Burkhead breaks up the middle for a 7-yard run because your interior lineman, like at one point, Ndamukong Suh wasn't even following his assignment. He was just trying to make a play, and he was just leaving Rex Burkhead open in the middle. Like, what did you think they were going to do in the fourth quarter when they're up 10 points? Of course they're going to run the ball.
Yeah. I heard they run like gassers and do conditioning like all throughout the season, the whole squad.
Well, remember like 2 years ago, was it last year or 2 years ago, where there was that crazy snowstorm and Belichick went out of his way to say that, we're not canceling practice because of the snow. I mean, everybody brought him up for it being a dick move, but I mean, I get maybe stuff like that works. I don't know. I can't wait for the tell-all book to come out.
Yeah, 30 for 30.
Yeah, there's going to be a 30. I mean, there already was a 30 for 30 on him that he shared with
There's
Parcells.
gonna be 5 about him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
at
one for
least.
each Super Bowl, and then an extra one.
That's not a joke.
Yeah.
So just segueing, I guess, into portfolios. Yeah, it was a fucking bad day for any portfolio play. Also, anyone that I was banking on to. Luckily, I bought some Sonny Michel, Sacafet, Sacpase, Nula,
Hey,
Haitien. Of course, he's the only one that scored a goddamn touchdown the whole entire game. So that worked out. Gronk beat his projection, so he got closer to that mark I was looking for. Whatever.
At least you're not losing money on him at this point.
Yo, shout out to Dorsett for not losing value. I was like, okay, so that's what's up.
Dorsett with the DNP.
Yeah, yeah. Seriously, that's what's up. Shout out Belichick.
I guess that
We
counts
appreciate
similar
it.
to like an injury
Yeah,
status.
you know?
Well, didn't Devin said on the air with us that if your projection is lower than 1 point, you don't move. Like just to
Yeah,
kind
that's
of,
what.
it's almost like it's like hedging it's like the house hedging their bet.
Yeah, I like that. I like that.
Head.
C.J. Anderson obviously didn't do anything either.
Dud.
I think that's all the players.
Yeah,
that had.
I sold Burkhead because I just knew that. I mean, I think he did solid by the end of the game, but his projection was. It wasn't worth the $13.
He still needed a touchdown,
He
and I
needed a
think he got the
touchdown out of
touchdown,
him, and
yeah.
you weren't getting. Offensively, you weren't getting anything out of that game.
Yeah. I lost some on James White, unfortunately, because Burkhead decided to be James White at the end of the game. So
Yeah, I think that's the last one I had to.
yeah, so that was cool. But no, yeah, I mean, I was happy about Gronk because I just got in on Gronk, and then he went up like a good 20-something cents. So I was cool with that.
Yeah, he definitely did a lot better towards the end.
Yeah. Most of my stuff is in basketball now, but we'll wait till we get to that segment to talk about that. So
Yeah, facts. Big Braid. Big Braid took it a big hit.
oh,
Oh,
it's
can
funny.
imagine.
I bought after that episode. I bought 10 shares of Brady just as like a flyer, and then I looked this up and I texted it to you guys. I said, in order for Brady to hit his projection, he would have to get at least some equivalent of 350
Yeah.
yards and 3 touchdowns.
As soon as you said that, I did not even consider.
I took the 1.5% commission hit and just said, you know what? I'm not fucking with this.
Yeah.
I'm getting out of here.
I mean, yeah. I don't know. Maybe we'll go into next season. Maybe he'll just decide he's 24 next season again. Try to come out real
Yeah,
hot.
I just clean house on my football. There's money to be made in basketball. Can't be having money sitting.
The only one I kept in football just because the share price is low. A boy. Aaron
Oh, it was like just
Rodgers.
facts.
That's
Yo,
the only one I kept.
Evan Rodgers.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers.
I got Big Raj too.
Yeah.
That's a good.
Because you're not going to get him. At the
that's
beginning of
good.
the season when the demand goes up in V2, there's no way that
Wow,
that's going to stay
V2,
that low. V2.
Yo, the only thing
Oh, bro.
The only thing with Big Raj is that he just opted not to get off-season surgery. So,
Look at Cam. Get that surgery, kid.
come on,
Trust. Dude, fucking just like all football season, Cam Newton hasn't completed a pass over 40 yards. Maybe there's something wrong with his shoulder. Oh yeah, there's something wrong with his shoulder. It's like, what the fuck are you guys doing over there? I don't
Yo,
understand.
they're not in a bad spot though because it's like they don't have like the squad's not like none of the needs are crazy. So you can go into the
Facts.
draft and just like grab something that you just like.
some lineman type
Yeah,
shit. It's a
exactly.
good year to just get a lineman.
Yeah, it's always a good year for some linemen.
That's big facts.
Yeah. Is that it for portfolios?
I think so.
Portfolios is what I meant to say.
Oh no, actually.
Whoop.
Well, I mean the other ones are basketball ones. So just kidding. That's it for portfolios.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time now, as we say goodbye to our beloved football. It is time that we end our NFL coverage for this season and Prediction Strike and Daily Dividends podcast with what we call our Fortune 5 award ceremony.
First ever brought to you by the Daily Dividends podcast.
So what we're going to
Nice
do...
plug.
There we go. Hey, yo. So what we're going to do is I have a list from the big man upstairs of the...
God.
Yeah. And then
With a
Devin.
capital G.
Yeah. Well, this one's with a lowercase g because it's Devin.
Phew,
I got to respect.
this is crazy.
So I have in each position, we're going to do quarterback, running back, wide receiver, tight end, and defensive special teams just for quick.
Hey.
The highest percentage increase in share price and the biggest percentage decrease in each share price. So it's going to be our Fortune 5. Credit Marcus for that name.
Thank you.
And the unfortunate 5. Credit me for the really bad spinoff.
Thank you.
So, would you like to take any guesses? Well, what position you want to start with?
Pause.
At quarterback, I guess.
You want to start with the quarterback?
Of course.
Yeah.
All right, take your guesses. Who do you think?
Patrick Mahomes.
Well, I looked at it before today, but Baker.
Ladies and gentlemen, congratulations to Baker Mayfield.
Yeah, man. Those Baker Bucks hit.
Those Baker Bucks hit hard. Started off at $1.29 per share
Oh yeah.
know how I get
that
down
makes
with
sense. That makes sense.
and
yeah.
finished at $8.09 a
That
share.
was great.
That was
Sold
one
that.
of my.
Shout out to that none of that would be possible without what's his name? The ex-coach.
Oh, I think I meant the Jets.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Tyrod Taylor going down and making room for him.
Oh no.
Oh,
Oh,
you mean
my
Hugh?
God, hell. Hugh Jackson.
Big Hugh.
If it wasn't for Hugh, that boy's projections would have been, Darnold like. Ugh.
Yo, I mean, if you peep Darnold's projection, his change is actually like awful.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
But
Now-
no, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead, please.
I just wanted to shout out Baker Bucks is like one of my favorite stocks, just because obviously Baker Bucks is dope. So I can't wait for it to like actually catch on. And he's tweeting about his own Baker Bucks one day. So
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
We'll sue him then.
facts.
I'm so excited to announce the unfortunate 5 quarterback. You want to take any guesses?
Sam Darnold.
It's not Sam Darnold, but his name is Sam.
Sam Bradford.
Sam Bradford.
He took a snap this season
He was their
Oh,
starter
yeah.
for a couple games.
in Arizona.
Yeah,
right?
so he started at 314, and by the end of the season, or at least by the time he got benched,
Nah, he's got to be
He-
on FBI's Most Wanted. That is
Yeah.
theft.
he went down to 22 cents.
That is thievery.
Yeah, he went down to 22 cents.
They have El Chapo on trial, but not fucking Sam Bradford. That's bullshit.
Dude, he's been making big money his whole life.
He's a terrorist in the state of Arizona, as far as I'm concerned.
Well, Arizona, in St. Louis, Missouri for all those years, a little bit of Minnesota,
He was
a
one
little
of the
bit
last
Philly.
big like guaranteed like one of the last big like obnoxious first round contracts. He got like 55.
It was the year after him. They finessed that shit.
Was
Yeah,
it after? Was it
55
him or
off
was
rip.
it him or was it Matt Stafford? Because I feel like it was those.
Not because
both.
it was him. The next year Cam got drafted, and the Cam couldn't get that same bag.
Because that's when they restructured the rookie deals.
Yeah.
So you couldn't pay a rookie.
Because Cam would have got that pause sack.
That was a double drop by accident, but it worked.
All right, so running back.
All right, running back. So looking for the highest percentage increase in a running back. I like this. Take your guesses. Take your
Saquon.
guesses. Take your guesses.
I couldn't think of one funny enough.
Good luck. You're not going to get this one.
Wait.
A running back?
Mm-hmm.
It's not Saquon?
Oh, it's fucking James White.
Anybody?
Not
ever-
James White. The freaking
James Conner?
James Conner. Yeah.
You're all so. I would have assumed the same. It's actually a man named Jeff Wilson Jr. from San
running
Francisco
backs. Yeah.
49ers.
I said from the running backs.
Yeah, from the San Francisco running backs. It seems like that's the only position they ever have is running backs.
I visualized 4.9, but I thought RB. That was weird.
Started off at the
I
baseline
get down with one.
$1 per share, went up to an even $8 per share. So we ended
Holy
with a
shit.
700% increase. And I promise you, that's not even the weirdest name on this list.
Huh, I bet. Who's the worst?
Take your guesses while I pull it up.
The worst running back percentage?
So now remember, we're not going for lowest price. We're going for the biggest drop off. So the worst percentage decrease.
Ooh. Oh. The guy who's on the Bills, who was on the Panthers, the fat one.
C.J. Anderson,
Nah, the other one. Same thing.
Mike Tolbert.
Jonathan
Tolbert.
Stewart?
Tolbert.
Tolbert? It is not Tolbert. It is Jordan Wilkins of the Indianapolis Colts.
Yeah, I would never,
Yeah,
I would
right.
never guess that.
Yeah, no, I neither. But he went down from 301 to 38 cents.
Yeah.
Some of these
I
names
don't
are
even know
weird.
who he is. So
Show me some other ones that did bad.
But CJ Anderson was right below him, 2%. He was 2% better. He went down 85% from 324 share at the beginning of the season with Carolina. By the time the season ended in the Super Bowl, he ended at 46 cents
Trash.
a share.
Wow. Real quick, can you just go to like some other running backs that like did really well?
Running backs that did really well, sure.
I'm just curious.
So as far as the percentage increase, Justin Jackson had a really big bump for the Chargers. I think that a lot of it had to do with the Melvin Gordon and Austin Eckler injury.
Facts.
So he was your third. He was your second best. Jalen Samuels, that quick week that James Conner went down, he went up 556% from $1 to $6.56. Then you've got, just going down the list, Damian Williams, Nick Chubb, Raheem Morstead, sorry. So basically what you have is you have a lot of guys coming in for injured players. I mean, the Nick Chubb thing came out of nowhere, except I called that. But for the most part, you have a lot of guys coming in for injury replacements.
What'd you call that? Somebody else got hurt?
Go back and say, Nick, I said on an episode, this was before we got big time with Spotify, but I said way back, like back to like, I'm talking week like 12, that Nick Chubb was going to blow up, and y'all laughed at me. You sounded like this.
Wide receivers.
Why? Wide receivers. Biggest percentage increase. Take your guesses, gentlemen. Biggest percentage increase. This is the one where I'm like, I have no idea what this is.
Shit, fuck, I don't know. Tyler Boyd.
Eli Washington.
Does
Steelers.
anybody know who Kendrick Bourne is?
I have no idea who that is.
Jason Bourne? Duh.
Yeah. What? Well, apparently, this is where we have to talk about, I think, our prediction strike Bernie Madoff is back, because something doesn't make sense.
He's a terrorist.
What team is he striking for?
He is, Kendrick Bourne?
Yeah.
He is striking for the San Francisco 49ers. Started off at,
You know how I get down with one.
The
Dude,
baseline.
I've never even heard of him.
yeah. And guess what his share price ended the season at?
What?
$33.48.
So he's banking on him for next season?
I have no idea what this is.
That's terrorism.
I have no idea what
That's
this is.
cyber terrorism.
Somebody made money off of that dude. I have no idea who.
Can we get like a runner up to that? Like,
I mean, this is some weird. Demarcus Robinson for the Chiefs was the second. He went from $1 to $10. Robert Foster of the Buffalo Bills went from 1 to 6. Everything kind of drops off from that point.
Foster, that one, I remember that one at least. The other ones are like, sheesh.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Sneaky good pick. Your boy Marquez Valdez-Scantling went up from $1 to $3.67 or 68 cents.
Say
When?
$1.
$1. One whole doll hairs.
Okay, who like caught nothing?
All right. Ooh.
Who had the brick hands this
I
year?
remember this name. There's two. Well, you know what? Let's just start with the number one,
Just read the name.
JJ Nelson.
Who the hell's that?
Exactly. Started off at $2.46, ended at a whopping 30 cents a share.
What?
Number two, though, let's play a little trivia game. Number two is a receiver whose name you definitely will know,
T.O.
who actually played a game this year. And
Johnny Knox.
I'm trying to think of another trivia. It's Brandon Marshall.
Ooh, damn.
Brandon Marshall started at $4.57 and he ended at 78.
Yeah, you're supposed to
Cents.
pop off for the
Big
Seahawks.
trash.
Yeah.
I know. I wanted it for him.
Wait. So the Saints have Dez?
It was a 1-year deal, so I don't know if that was 1 year effective the week he signed or if it was just the remainder of the season.
I bet.
Interesting.
That's something to look forward to. Okay, tight ends.
Kittle.
Jared Cook.
Okay, I got a guess for Jared Kittle.
That's a bad guess.
Kittle and the highest percentage change was a man who plays for the Houston Texans, and his name is Jordan Thomas.
Hey.
Hey, you're overusing that now. That's supposed to be for the. Oh, this is the awards. Wait, this is the awards?
This is the
Yeah.
awards.
Oh, I'm retarded.
Nah,
I'm retarded.
Jordan Thomas, that name sounds familiar. I think I shouted him out at some point.
Probably. He went from.
What is this? A rodeo now? Everyone's riding their own shit?
Well, listen, we're not right often, so when we are, we got to highlight it, dude.
Jesus Christ.
We can't all be as smart as you. But went from $1.77 to $16.14 a share, a whopping 811% increase.
Shout out to Young. Reverse side, gotta be Gronk.
Oh my God.
No, it's not Gronk.
Evan Ingram.
Mm-mm.
Greg Olsen.
Good guess. Oops.
I don't even think I know this
TLG?
guy. But his name is Mike
I'll stop.
Jasicki?
Rodriguez.
Mike Jasicki
Oh yeah.
of the Miami Dolphins?
Yup.
Yup. Yeah, that guy.
Mama.
Drafted out of I want to say Michigan. I might be wrong, but I think he's a rookie. I think he got hurt.
That's another thing that might have happened with these guys. I mean, he was low. He went from 346 to 48 cents. A guy like Benjamin Watson, another Saint, shockingly, went from 439 to 63 cents.
Yeah, he was like non-existent for like the last 9 weeks of the season.
I think he got cut too.
Well, he's also like 67 years old.
Yeah.
He's been around forever. I'm pretty sure he also won a Super Bowl with Brady a while
He's
back.
so old that I don't even remember him.
Yeah, it's just like one of those like regular ass
Yeah.
names, like all the Jets.
All right, quick.
Extra.
This is your favorite category. The defense and special teams.
Okay, so the defense, the defense with the most come up this year,
Eagles.
probably the Bills.
Before I tell you, I will tell you that the Bills are number 7 on this list.
Damn.
Is it Dallas?
Dallas is low. Dallas is 26th on this list.
Yeah, because they suck.
If you had to, wait. You don't talk.
Sorry.
You don't talk. Where do you think the Eagles rank on this list?
Dude, they're like literally the worst one.
The Eagles are unfortunate. They are the worst percentage decrease of all defenses this year.
There's another one. LeGarrette pivot too.
They went from 497 at the beginning of the season. They ended at a whopping 9 cents.
But the joke has always been that I got in it when they were like 10 cents.
Yeah, and you sold them at 9. You lost money.
Yeah, I lost like 40 cents for like 5 good weeks of Eagles defense.
They had a negative 98% drop.
We had a great.
Oh
Okay,
my
yeah, but I
God.
didn't get them at the beginning. I thought they started at like $8 because they won the Super Bowl. I honestly thought they started way higher. But when I saw them down there, I was like, okay, it makes sense because of the season they're having versus how it started off. I was like, let me get in there. But yeah, obviously I didn't just mad money on that.
Free Michael Kendricks.
What happened to him again?
Didn't he get locked up for inside trading?
Nah, I thought he just got dropped.
Then he got signed by the Seahawks, didn't he?
Oh, then he went to.
But
Yeah,
then-
well, he never played because he was still under investigation.
He played one game.
He did play a game?
Yeah, he played one
He
game.
went to jail.
And then I think he had to stop playing because
I think he got arrested. I don't know if he went to jail, but he definitely got arrested.
Yeah, so free Michael Kendricks. Free 21. Free 21.
Facts.
Patriots number 1.
That's crazy.
I could see that.
But also, not for nothing, they were number 1, but they went from 377 to 492. So they didn't really go up that much. Defenses were pretty stagnant this year. Nope.
Yeah, so we're gonna have to talk about that defense shit next season with the lowercase g.
Yeah, lowercase G-O-D. And that concludes the Fortune 5 Prediction Strike Awards for the 2018 season. The Daily Dividends Podcast is brought to you by PredictionStrike.com. PredictionStrike.com is the first website where you can buy and sell shares of your favorite athletes and get paid real money based on their fantasy performance. After a very successful beta, PredictionStrike.com is proud to announce their V2 launch coming in the fall to start the NFL season. In the meantime, if you want to learn how to still make some big money moves, stay tuned to the Daily Dividends Podcast. Defenses is like there was money to be made in defenses, but you had to do it on like the single game sample. Like you weren't gonna make money on holding onto a defense all year, but before he got cut, I was doing the whole whoever's playing the Peterman and just playing whoever was playing against the Bills because Peterman would throw 15 picks, the defense would get 30 points, and then you'd sell him right away.
That's definitely facts. And also, yeah, not to like go back to the whole Eagles thing, but also part of it, like when you looked at their end of the season schedule. They were trying to make the playoffs. They kept fucking it up, and then they made the playoffs. But even when they were winning those games at the end of the season, they weren't fucking hitting their projection. So that was like also part of the reason why they didn't move / went down a whole cent. But I think I want to call biggest position movement would be tight ends. I'm gonna call it for next season.
Yeah, I think the whole league needs to just switch up this tight end shit. Honestly,
I'm gonna come in hot on the tight ends next season. On the strike.
Well, we're seeing all of these these even more next generation tight ends. Like for a while, that like Antonio Gates, Rob Gronkowski type was like a rarity. Now you see like all of these George Kittles, these like Trey Burtons, like all of these big dudes that are just they're not tight ends. They're just really huge wide receivers.
Yeah, I need to see what's good with some of these draft running backs as well.
oh, just to update. Knicks lost today, so one step closer to Zion.
Zio!
Who did we lose to?
The Pistons.
Oh, the Pistons. Oh, fire.
Big fire. I just picked up Reggie Jackson today, so hopefully that worked out.
Oh yeah,
Honey.
you just picked up Reggie Schmurda.
Reggie Schmurda.
Well, while we're here,
Hi, my name is Trey. I have a basketball game tomorrow.
Yeah, we really gotta find a better basketball shop.
no, we don't. It's great. I love it. All right.
Wow.
This week on the docket, before I turn it to you, we talk about the Charlotte Hornets.
Bobcats.
Yuck.
Yeah, there's not much going on there.
Yeah, Michael Jordan needs to just stop it. He needs to pull a Larry Bird. Larry Bird was running the Pistons, and then Paul George left. He was like, you know what? Fuck this shit.
But
Fuck them kids.
but Bird was like the general manager, president of basketball ops. He didn't own the team.
Yeah, but he was doing everything.
Did he really dip after that?
After Paul George left, yeah.
Oh, he's just like,
Dude, he's
Yeah,
like,
he resigned.
He's like, kids.
Yeah.
Dude,
he's just like, oh, we got Hibbert.
it's,
He's like, I'm
it's
outta
over
here.
with after that. Little did he know. Shout out to Oladipo, bro.
Facts.
Oh man.
Yeah, I hate to see it. Oh, just mad random. Fuck Porzingis.
Oh
Facts.
yeah. We hold on. Before we get to the Hornets, we got to talk about that.
Yeah,
We gotta
fuck-
talk about that
fuck
deal.
Porzingis,
Should we set
bro.
a timer so we don't just go off
Yo,
right now?
Fuck Porzingis, bro. All the details are starting to come out. I'm reading something now like, oh, Porzingis' brother wanted a bigger role with the Knicks, and they were letting that happen. What is this, the fucking mob? What is this, the Latvian mob?
Yeah, right.
What is this? Holding us hostage?
I just
So you go first. You go.
no. I was just. I'm gonna get into a basketball rant. So go ahead and with your comment first.
Listen.
Oh God, preach.
I doubted him. I doubted him heavy.
Yeah, I know you was a hater.
He comes out, he's like, oh, I'm on the World Star. Look at my cornrows from when I was in 5th grade. And we're like, oh, dead ass. He's, oh, look at this guy. He's like, oh, dead ass. He's like, oh, where's my Jen Selter? He's all this. You want to take this? You want to take that juice to Dallas? Bet. You want to take that juice to Dallas?
Yeah.
Those bitches over there are gonna snap you in half, Porzingis.
Well, he been trying to kiss Dirk for years.
Facts.
He been trying to kiss Dirk for years. For years. don't look at me like that. That's dead ass.
Yo, all that grits and shit. Have fun.
Apparently, he pulled up to the meeting with 4 team options for a trade.
Was Dallas any one of them?
He's been trying to kiss Dirk for years. Of course, Dallas was one of them.
Wait,
Dude, they got the deal done within hours of the meeting, bro.
It also helped though that the Knicks were playing the Mavericks like that night, so Mark Cuban was in town, so they were actually able to set up a face-to-face meeting.
Dude.
There's a lot of weird, fishy stuff going on
Wow.
with that. It seems like you're right. There's a lot of stuff going on underneath this
Nah,
table.
collusion. It's collusion. Bring him back.
That
Fuck
shit,
it.
dude, that shit turns into some goddamn freaking Godfather type shit. What is it? What is that shit?
You could tell ever since that exit meeting thing, he knew he didn't want to be there. And I was the one to say that like I actually applauded him for not going to that exit meeting because I was appreciative that
Nah,
he,
you're a player. You pull your son. Oh, they traded your favorite coach. Shut up. You got one coach, bro. Hornacek.
the only reason I agreed with
Facts.
that back then was the fact that I actually like I didn't agree with what he did, but I agreed with why he did it because all of the stuff that he was speaking out or acting out against, I agree with. Phil Jackson was a dope. Hornacek was a bad coach. The triangle offense that they were shoving down their throat wasn't working. So like I got all of that. I didn't excuse the behavior, but I got all of that. So I was like, you know what? Props to you for standing up for yourself. But now it just seems shady. Honestly, though, from a basketball point, I think the Knicks actually made a really
Next
good deal.
one, bro. We good.
That's what I'm
bro.
saying.
We
Dude,
good.
Jackson had us with the all-Euro squad at one point, and Porzingis was a big part
and
of that.
this was the
plan.
last splash of that Phil Jackson bad taste in our mouths. It's all
Exactly.
gone now.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And getting back, we talked about this a little earlier, like a couple days ago. Getting back Dennis Smith Jr. actually also corrects the Frank Ntilikina pick because Dennis Smith Jr. was the dude you passed up on to get Frank Ntilikina.
Bro, we redid like 2 drafts. We had freaking Moutier, Hazonia, and we had Porzingis, that entire little like block of the draft class. And we just got freaking Dennis Smith and the Frank. You know, that was a whole big thing.
And not for nothing, I know he's like at the tail end of his career, but I'm actually a huge DeAndre Jordan fan.
Dude, he is a defensive-minded center.
He is
That is perfect.
he is everything that the Knicks wanted Tyson Chandler to be.
Well,
Tyson Chandler was that pretty much.
I know, but he was that for a very short window of time. I think
Yeah.
with DeAndre Jordan now, you're going to have it for. I mean, listen,
That's perfect. Fuck Canner. Get Canner out of here, please.
as much as we hate Tyson Chandler, he actually like pretty much did his job.
don't say
well.
we. I love Tyson Chandler.
Well, as much as he gets shit on, like he actually did his job in New York. But
Yeah.
no, but DeAndre's like that first game, whatever they played, like it's great.
His first 2 points were free throws. Who would have guessed it? His first 2 points were free throws.
Yeah, but like whatever comes in, holds down the paint, whatever, holds it down a little bit.
He'll be good. Wesley Matthews needs to go away, but that's a different
He's
conversation
just
for
a
another day.
slightly better
Sheesh.
Courtney Lee.
He's like other putting his stat. He's like the highest 3-point percentage of undrafted players. What is that? 22%.
That's like me saying I'm like the tallest person in a sea of tiny people.
It's like, yo, what is he at? It's like, okay, you weren't good enough to shoot at the elite level, so you're the best at not doing that.
Yeah,
Now-
just
no.
don't opt in, please,
No, but who?
Matthews.
Oh yeah. Well,
Anybody.
I think they can buy him out. I think I've heard that they're thinking about buying out both Wes Matthews, and DeAndre Jordan.
I don't think so. They wouldn't let them touch the court if they were.
Well, I think that
Facts.
what I heard is they want to
Big
keep
facts, no
they want to
cap.
keep DeAndre Jordan, especially because DeAndre Jordan's supposed to coach up Mitchell Robinson, because Mitchell Robinson's like a freak athletic dude. He just doesn't know how to play
We
basketball
also
yet.
have no one in the pipeline to take a Wesley Matthews roster spot. Honestly, it's like this is like no one. Like
Well,
we
'cause we
have
have-
could be brought up. They're brought up. Like
What,
we also
shooting
have
guard?
we also have 15 point guards on the roster now, so we have no
Exactly.
shooting guards.
Someone's gonna have to be a shooting.
yeah,
guard.
it's got to be it. Even though he's fat as hell.
But I said it the other day. I know it probably won't happen, but I would even be cool with. So you know the whole like, you can sign a player with bird rights, where like if you're re-signing somebody, they don't necessarily count against your cap. So you do this deal, they're expiring contracts, you got the space for 2 max players. Let's say you don't get Kyrie and KD, but you get like,
Whoa.
I know that's the best case scenario. But let's say you only get one big fish. You only get one of the big fish. You know what? Then bring fucking DeAndre Jordan back, and I think DeAndre Jordan is a solid second, third player. Solid.
Third,
What are you talking about?
not
bro?
solid.
Well,
In the league
not
where
great.
freaking LeBron James and AD, everybody be the same team. You talking
I'm
about
just saying
DeAndre
if you-
Jordan as your number 2.
Again,
I was
that's
letting
your-
you rock, but I gotta come in and put my foot down.
I'm saying
you're
that you-
bugging out.
I'm saying that you're playing like plan B or plan C.
Worry about that number 1 pick. Get a superstar. Get another superstar.
No,
Not
but-
no
okay, but
DeAndre
that's what I'm
Jordan.
saying.
And we can stop DeAndre Jordan. What are you talking about?
Well, hold on. You
Boy.
said
Ain't
hold on.
nobody,
Yeah.
ain't nobody giving DeAndre Jordan max money at this point.
No,
in his
no, I
career.
did. And no one said that.
So
Hold
why
on.
can't we afford him?
The Knicks might do.
I
that.
didn't say we can't afford him. I'm saying that he doesn't count against your cap, so you could still use that money on other big free agents and still bring him back.
Bron might be back.
Yeah.
1879.
Ooh, Bron.
I tried to hit it like 3 times.
Yo, by the way, we're talking about the new additions tonight. Dennis Smith Jr., 25 points, 6 assists, 5 rebounds, 45% shooting. Wow, that's better stat line than fucking Frank Ntilikina had his entire career.
I'm so tight. This fucking trading window, bro, has me so tight. Every time.
Right? Yeah, I know.
Right when you want to, you
The
can't.
basketball you gotta trade during the day is tough at work, you know?
Well, here's the
So-
thing. Like, when I'm at work, usually I pop on like earlier in the morning, like before my day gets going.
Yeah,
And you
you can
can't
take
trade
care of
until
it then.
noon.
Oh,
you
you're
can't
just
trade
tight.
until noon. So
Yeah,
even when
I
I do
know.
trade during the day, I always have to wait until my lunch break.
You're just tight.
So Hornets.
Ooh, no. Real quick, I bought back into Frank. I know maybe not the time. I know we literally just added like 4 more guards to the squad. But when he comes back, like, because now it's like, bro, you literally have to play if you're gonna stick around with fucking sky high Dennis Smith Jr.
And Moody is coming back.
and Moutier's coming back.
And you
And-
still have Trey Burke. And
and-
now
No,
you
you
have Wes-
don't.
No, we don't trade Burke.
We traded him.
Neck.
Onion.
And we have fucking Wesley Felton out there. So so Ntilikina, when he comes back, he has to hit the court or he's gonna fucking hit the fucking G League real quick.
Wait,
Or I mean,
how'd you
real
pronounce his
fucking
name?
quick.
Who comes back?
Ntilikina?
You said Niddlekina before. It sounded like you said Nippelkina.
And if
Hey.
Right.
Also, real quick, I bought into Thong Maker, and he has.
why they call him Thong Maker? Because the Bucks let him slip through the cracks.
Yeah, but he's still on the squad, so yikes.
Well, they got till tomorrow to get him out of there. So,
Didn't
Yeah.
he demand a trade? Isn't he like unhappy there?
Yeah.
Does
That's
he
what
say
I'm
that?
saying. I'm like,
but they're
okay.
like, they're like, shut up, little boy.
I could see them being I could see that being a nice spot for Gasol to land up. They like having that Brooke Lopez type, not Brooke Lopez type, but they're using Brooke Lopez to slide their center out to the 3-point line. So Gasol can do that way the hell better than fucking Brooke Lopez can.
And Thong Maker.
Dude, Don, he could shoot threes.
Yeah, but so can Marc Gasol.
Lastly, I bought into Dwight Powell as well because the fucking Mavs traded away DeAndre,
That's a good pickup.
and then the next game they started a power forward at center, so
That's a big pickup.
that's cool. Like he did literally, he's not doing too hot, so only down 2 cents though, but literally supposed to be the starter. So come on, Dwight Powell, you look funny. You're from Canada. Let's get it. The two aren't synonymous, but
Are you sure?
no,
Not mutually exclusive?
nah. I don't hate Canada.
He plays in Canada.
Just Jared Goff.
Rightfully so. You were right about hating him this entire time. He's whack.
You see that sack where he got hit and then he like landed on his knees? That's when we knew the game was over.
Oh my god! I was like, boy, get off your knees.
He's like,
What are you doing?
He like tried to get up, and he's like, "Oh wait, I'm not allowed to do that."
He's like breakdancing
He's
for a second.
I'm like, bro, you're mic'd up. What are you doing?
Like, is he trying to spear me?
Yo, Charlotte Hornets.
What do you got?
Owned by Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
Can I buy his shares?
Currently sitting at 500. Interesting.
Yeah.
26 and 26. They're playing a game tonight, so it depends on how they're doing tonight.
You know who I like as I like Tony Parker.
Oh, you like Tony Parker as a
I
coach?
forgot he played there.
He's coming at $1.01, and lately
You know how I get down with one.
he's projected about 18 points a game, and lately he's hit that mark last 5 games in a row. I don't know exactly the logistics of what's going down in Charlotte, but Tony Parker is getting burned and he's scoring buckets.
Well, Kemba might be a trade, maybe a little trade bait thing because he's an expiring contract. So
nah.
no, but I'm saying if Kemba gets traded, he's gonna get more minutes.
Michael Jordan wants to kiss him. He's not going nowhere.
I like this new wants to kiss him thing that you're going with.
What's going on?
It's like I wasn't prepared
So
for
what
it.
happens when you're in love with someone? You just want to kiss them.
Nah, yeah. I was going to say Tony Parker might be good because Kemba's not always the healthiest either.
True.
Like, you know, nothing
And he
against
can
him.
only score, 40 points a game? Someone else has got to score some other points.
Yeah.
Somebody.
Someone.
And he's competent. Tony Parker's one of those, you know, he's been slow for fucking years.
Yeah.
Scores 18 points randomly somehow.
At one point, he was the best point guard in the league.
He was definitely at least the top 3.
Easily.
Bro, yeah, at one point, like it's like a fucking...
Dude, he was a walking bucket.
what I'm
Anytime he
saying.
wanted to score, he would score.
That stupid floater.
Dude, he was the
That
first
stupid
Kyrie.
floater.
Under the hoop, against the glass, he was the first Kyrie.
Crazy finisher.
He was the first
crazy.
Kyrie.
Him and Ginobili.
By facts.
Bro, it could be like Spurs Wizards. Fucking Parker has like fucking 30 points.
Yeah.
Like, didn't you play against John Wall?
Shit, literally cooked him.
Like, did you not just play against John Wall? Like,
I'm
what
telling
are
you
doing?
that when the Spurs had that, when they were at that peak, like against the freaking Heat, that was crazy. They were just playing stupid basketball.
Real quick too. Sorry, John Wall. I didn't mean, you know. Shout out John Wall.
Oh yeah, shout out John Wall.
Yeah, my bad.
Shout out to the Wizards. Yikes.
Hey, shout out to Rezo on
They
my fantasy
paid him
team.
a lot of money for him to be out 12 months at the minimum. That is crazy.
Well, what's even crazier is what they're going to owe him next year. His salary bumps up next year to like what is it? Almost 40 million.
yeah,
next
it's like
year?
40 something million.
It's
yeah.
nuts.
That's nuts. But we're not them. We're on the fucking Hornets. You know, who you guys got?
I had.
Oh, sorry.
So no, it's okay. I know you mentioned earlier about like the whole health thing, but I got Kemba because I actually bought a little bit of him. Now he's a little pricey at 772, but if you track his season, and especially in a season where he's like balling out and having probably a career year, even though he's up and down with injuries, like this is one of his lowest points of the season. So if he gets back into the regular swing of things, especially coming after the All-Star break when he was named an All-Star, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So coming off of that and then getting a little time off, like he was as high as over $11 a share, and he's at $7 right now. If he hits that stride at least once, you've already made a return on your investment. I don't think he's going to get much lower than this. So if you're going to buy Kemba, now's the time. And I love him. I actually kind of want him to be on the Knicks, but only if you can't get Kyrie.
Dude, the Lakers lost by like fucking like almost 40 points.
Oh, I thought they won.
Ooh, bro. They lost by almost 40 points against the Pacers, bro.
Without Oladipo?
They're trading everybody tomorrow. Everybody's going.
Did you see that offer?
Everybody's going tomorrow. Are you kidding me?
I know they pulled that offer, but what do they offer? They offered Lonzo, Ingram, Kuzma, and a couple picks.
Dude, Bron had an 18, 7, and 9 stat line, and they lost by over 40 points.
Like, are they gonna play with 5 players if they trade everyone?
No, they got that whole bench of vets that get no burn, so that won't be a problem anymore.
They don't still have Luol Deng, do they?
No. But they have Beasley, Stevenson,
Oh yeah, JaVale
McGee. Yeah, they had a bunch of guys that just don't get burned right now.
Talk about the holy trinity of knuckleheads right
I
there. Beasley, McGee,
They
and
can turn
Stevenson.
80 into a goon.
I apologize to everybody and listening to the feedback on that one.
Into a what?
They're gonna be interviewing. You saw fucking Bron and get interviewed today. Boy had the rag on and shit. He's gonna have fucking AD walking around with the rag on. That's crazy. That's
His
crazy.
teeth- Are his teeth fixed?
He's
They gotta be fixed by now.
definitely fix his teeth. He's not gonna have the chucked up teeth and the eyebrow. That's crazy. I bet he'll be in LA. I bet he'll shave that shit.
This guy said chucked up. Yeah, I was gonna say that's the next move. LeBron's gonna make you shave
when
that
the
shit
LA
off.
sun hit, oh, he gonna shave that shit immediately.
He's not gonna look like a big fucking 16-year-old anymore.
Yeah.
Do you have any other Hornets?
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
honestly, besides, I was like scanning them earlier. Hornets are kind of big ass, so
Yeah.
no one else really.
If you're buying Hornets, you're buying low and hoping that something turns
Yeah.
around. Like
Yeah.
I looked at Batum. Batum's at 220 right now, which again,
Ass.
it's the lowest he's been all season. He started at like about $5, but he's
Buns.
been at
Yeah,
around.
ass.
But he's been at around
Buns.
like 220 for the
Yeah.
past like 2 months.
Okay.
Monk
Like no
ass.
movement.
Okay, but Batum is 500 years old. But okay. Fucking yo, they got Miles Bridges, rookie.
Yeah, I was looking at him. He hasn't.
He's
been
not even the
hitting-
best Bridges.
He hasn't been. He hasn't.
Mikhail.
That was a fucking
Mikhail
problem.
Bridges is better
He
Bridges for
hasn't
the
been hitting.
Suns.
He hasn't been hitting his mark for the last couple games. His
He's-
last like 7 games have been kind of rough.
Proceed.
He's been finishing some games pretty strong.
Mm-hmm.
Who else have we got? We got Cody Zeller. He's $1.41. Projection 25. Kind of steep.
That's pretty big, but he's like the only big on that team. They have not.
No, they're pretty cluttered at the big because they
Really?
have they got Marvin Williams. They've been starting Hernan Gomez at the fucking
Oh
center.
yeah, Hernan Gomez.
They have Frank Kaminsky, who's just buns. He's on.
Oh
the way,
my god.
He's on the way out of the league, and Hernan Gomez is also just cheeks as well.
Oh
So
my god.
Marvin Williams is at $6.61 because he is that power forward slash. He's like the big power forward type shit. They put him at center. His is 20.37. So if they trade somebody, if they get rid of some of their like bullshit, one of them has got to stick out. And Zeller was injured, so he's coming back now. So he
That
might
could be good
worth it.
money.
But Monk,
Monk is kind of ass.
yeah, but Jordan loves him, so I don't know, man. Yeah, his shit is.
Jordan want to kiss him too?
Yeah, Jordan slapped the shit out of him on live TV.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
That's-
Someone stealing your car?
That's real affection right there.
I don't think it was mine. I think it was. What's his name's car alarm. I have no idea, but it stopped as soon as I got up there. So there goes that.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say, like, I don't think that's mine.
Yeah, we pretty much just broke it down. Quick hit us with the big facts.